Yo, what's good? What's happening? So it's Silly King here, and I'm trying to forget the hair I shaved it. You should know by now. I'm trying to explain about this Bitcoin, okay? Because I'm tired of people asking me what's up with Bitcoin, what's up with Bitcoin, what's up with Bitcoin, and I really want to. This is going to be like the last video I'm ever going to do on this. Technically it's not the last video because this is my life. Okay, now I'm trying to tell you why you need to own a Bitcoin. Okay, now the first reason is, let's look at Bitcoin's price as of an all-time price. Let's look at the general price here, and you can see that as of let's look at this. See where the arrow is pointing. As of Saturday, November 26, 2016, Bitcoin was at $732. So let's assume you got Bitcoin then. I mean, currently Bitcoin is what? Bitcoin is $8,607.27 as of the time of recording this. So let's assume you bought 10 Bitcoins then. Okay, let's assume you bought 10 Bitcoins as of November for $800. You have been making 10 times whatever amount of money you invested as of 26th of November. You would have gotten 10 times the exact amount of money currently in the current market rate. I'm tired of people arguing. Everybody go to talk, say Bitcoin above, say because you use Bitcoin in MMM, no mean say now you will use you put money for MMM. You put Naira for MMM now. How come you've not stopped using Naira? If you say Bitcoin is Ponzi, it's a Ponzi scheme, but you put Naira in MMM still crashed, but you're still using your Naira. How come you're no more using Bitcoin? I'm just doing this little video just to clear your doubts. You get? Let's look at the market cap of Bitcoin. Let's look at the market cap. What is the market cap? I wanted to start with what the market capitalization is. The market cap is the value of the market at a particular point in time. That's the total value of the number of people that bought shares. Okay, let's assume that it's just the total cap of people that bought shares. Okay, now in Bitcoin, this is coinmarketcap.com. You can go back there and see the value of coins. This is Bitcoin, the number one. This is the highest market cap. This is market cap. This is the market cap of Bitcoin. This is the amount of money people have pushed into Bitcoin. This thing you are calling Ponzi. $143 billion. God, let me. The thing they even shock me for chest with 143 billion, 843 million, $216,187. My man, this is the amount of money people have put into Bitcoin. This is the amount of money. The market capitalization of Bitcoin is currently $143 billion. Fuck. Money where my pale used to train me for school. Money where my pops used to train me for university. You know reach $1 million. You know reach $1 million too far. Money where my pale used to train me for school. You know reach $500,000. You know reach $50,000 when my pale used to train me for school. You know reach business where your pale they do now. He reach $1 million. He reach $2 million. He reach $10 million. He reach $100 million. Bitcoin market cap is $143 billion. You dey waste time to join Bitcoin. You are wasting. See, don't even think of saying that that Bitcoin started. Okay, don't start saying that Bitcoin started from $0. That is currently at $8,613. That is not something you can afford now. It's a lie. You can buy even at 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 naira, 30,000. What's the money doing in the bank? The money just the bank they waste. Bank go they use your money. They do business. At the end of the day, every month they will collect 50 naira card maintenance fee, just like that. See, that's wise up. The money they bank is not doing anything. And stop saying that Bitcoin is at its all-time high, that is going to fall. It's not going to fall anytime soon. It's not going to fall anytime soon. Why am I so confident? Even if it fall, it's still going to rise back up. Of course, it's going to fall at a particular time, but it's still going to shoot past this current price of $8,213. Why am I so confident? I'm so confident because in Zimbabwe currently, Bitcoin is selling for $13,500. People are begging to buy Bitcoin. Let me show you now. Is it? See, this is a website, golix.com. This is where Zimbabweans, as in, it's not just it's just for Zimbabweans, in the sense that if you sell your Bitcoin here, you can only withdraw it to a Zimbabwean bank. Okay, now this is the current value of Bitcoin. This is the current value. Some people even want to say that Bitcoin for $25,000. See how that, you know, they see how $25,000. Now, if this person wants to sell it, the least buyer here wants to buy for $9,000. People no agree sell, give them. See how this one is asking for $13,501 for Bitcoin, which is currently in the normal market $8,613. And there's something I learned, when Bitcoin was $3,000, currently it was selling for $5,000 in Zimbabwe. Yes, I was following the market. When Bitcoin in the normal market reached $8,000, it was selling for $10,000 in the Zimbabwean market. I'm so very sure of that. Now Bitcoin is currently $8,000. Bitcoin is selling $13,501 in Zimbabwean market, meaning that we are definitely going to sell Bitcoin at this particular price. So you can imagine buying it now is at $8,601. By the time the value would have increased and shot up to 13,000 something dollars, you would have been making serious profits. Oh my God, you would have been making money. You might be asking, why is Bitcoin selling this high in Zimbabwe market? It's the government. Okay, anytime the government starts playing around with the money, you saw what happened recently, the coup that happened in Zimbabwe. Mugabe is no longer their president. So, but while he was president, the economy was fucked up, man. It was something else. Okay, so people lost value. Their money lost value, which is what is happening to the naira recently. Buhari and his change. I mean, naira lost value overnight. Indomie noodles. I like using Indomie noodles because it's something everybody can relate to. Indomie noodles was 15 naira per pack. You all know when it was 15 naira per pack. That's super pack. Currently, it's 80 naira, moving to 100. A whole lot of things. Fuel was at 65 naira per liter during good luck's time. Fuel is currently 140 or be 150. I don't even know. The naira is losing value. Naira is losing value. So in order to store the value, if you carry 10,000 naira now, you put it in the bank. By this time next year, your 10,000 naira will still be in the bank. But what it would have bought last year is not what is going to be able to buy this year. So why the fuck would you leave it in a bank for, when you would have put it somewhere that the money will be increasing? Okay, let me show you a little video of what's currently happening in Zimbabwe. I think I have something here. So this is the total circulation of bitcoins that will ever be 21 million. Don't worry, I'm trying to show you what's happening to Zimbabwe.
Set number, but within
let me fast forward a little bit.
The use expands, especially in the emerging markets, in the developing world. That is really the most interesting place to see where this thing goes.
So in my pocket, I have 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, just as a reminder of what happens if our governments screw up our money.
Zimbabwe is a good example of a government that lost the trust of their people, and they lost the trust of their people by printing too much money and causing runaway hyperinflation. So I think you will see people in other parts of the world who've experienced hyperinflation, who've experienced bank failures. I think those will be the kind of people who are looking for something new, right? They're willing to take the risk.
A lot of us take the capacity to send money to others, receive money, store money, and do it electronically these days for granted, because we are amongst the lucky 50% or so of the world that have bank accounts. But 2.5 billion adults in the world do not have access to bank accounts. A technology like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, has the capacity to bring those people into the financial system, to give them this power to effectively have what you could argue is a bank in their cell phone, a bank in their pocket. Really could open up commerce to a lot of people who are currently excluded from it.
somebody who is maybe working in one country and they want to send money back home. And right now, like Western Union is a big way that people do remittances.
From a Western Union perspective, we serve clients in many different locations around the world.
I'm going to stop here. I believe you've already gotten the idea I'm trying to pass out concerning bitcoins. Okay, let's look at what men in the industry, like experts, people who are authority. I mean, if you go to church and your pastor tells you that paying tithes is what God wants, you definitely do it. Why? Because he's an authority in that niche. He's an authority in that area. Okay, so let's look at what money authority, big figures in the money industries are saying about Bitcoin. We are going to look at Branson. Now, this Branson of a guy, he's actually okay. Let's first look at Bill Gates. Let's look at what Bill Gates has to say about bitcoins.
The need to move money from place to place, the cost of doing so, the overhead, as you put it, makes me think, believe it or not, of Bitcoin, because some people have said, hey, Bitcoin is the answer to those problems. Are you a believer?
Well, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And, of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. The customers we're talking about aren't trying to be anonymous. They're willing to be known. So the Bitcoin technology is key, and you could add to it or you could build a similar technology where there's enough attribution that people feel comfortable. This has nothing to do with terrorism or any type of money laundering.
So what does Buffett not like right now? That would be...
Let's see what Richard Branson. Richard Branson is he's the CEO of Virgin Atlantics. If you know of Virgin Atlantics, is an airline. So let's see what he has to say about
In
bitcoins.
fact, one can pay for a tour on Virgin Galactic up to the moon with Bitcoin. I think the Winklevoss twins have said that they would do exactly that. You think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually?
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Some people lost money out of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
it's volatile. It's volatile.
Yeah, but it is quite volatile. But when in volatility, people can make money out of volatile situations.
Why was it important for you to give it sort of that stamp of approval, that endorsement, by saying to the Winklevoss twins, yes, you can pay for the ride with Bitcoin?
Because I'm not foolish. I mean, if people have got lots of Bitcoins and they want to go to space, I'd much rather they spent that money on our space.
so he accepts bitcoins to take people into the space. This is the kind of man I would like to meet.
Whether I keep Bitcoins is another matter, but I'd much rather they spend that money on a Virgin Galactic spaceship than on
his spaceship. You pay fucking Bitcoin. I like this guy.
We'll grab the money while it's there.
Elon versus...
I like this guy. It's very good. So the last but not the least, we are going to look at John McAfee. John McAfee is actually he's the owner of McAfee Antivirus, if you know it. So let's look at what he has to say about Bitcoin. I'm going to pass forward.
Our next cryptocurrency could soar to, get this.
Okay, he's saying that Bitcoin is going to hit $500,000. That Bitcoin will hit $500,000. Let's see his argument.
$500,000 in 3 years.
In 3 years.
The always controversial John McAfee joins us now. John, great to speak with you.
Great to speak with you. Thanks for having me on.
How do you get to $500,000 in 3 years?
Well, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about people calling
you got
the
a bet
bubble.
going online on that.
Yes, I do. People are calling Bitcoin a bubble that's bursting. They keep in mind that 2 months ago, Bitcoin was at $2,900, and people were saying it's never going to hit 3. Well, it hit 4 and it hit 5. If you look at the long term,
it hit 4 and it hit 5. He meant $5,000. This is an old video actually. As of the time he made this video, Bitcoin was $8,000. Currently, Bitcoin is $8,600. By the time you might be seeing this video, it might have been up to $10,000. I mean, you're fucking made, man.
Trend of Bitcoin, it has been consistently up. I mean, who cares if it dropped $1,000 from $5,000 after it went from the $2,900 to $5,000 in 2 months? It's still ahead from what it was 2 months ago. You know, my company is one of the largest miners in America, and one of the nice things about mining is it doesn't matter what the price of Bitcoin is.
He mines Bitcoin. He's the person that owns McAfee Antivirus, and his company is one of the largest miners in America.
We still make money. As the price goes down, there are fewer competitors for mining, and the difficulty rate decreases, and we simply mine more coins. So I know as well as anybody what the price of Bitcoin is, and it is consistently increasing.
I understand.
Oh, wow, the bubbles burst. Go ahead.
You know, Jamie Dimon was very clear yesterday that he's a big fan of the blockchain technology, and most people actually who even, call Bitcoin overvalued or what have you, they are believers as well in the blockchain technology. These are two separate issues. So why is that Bitcoin necessarily has to rise to these heights because you're a believer in blockchain, as you do, as you believe?
Well, no, I don't think that the Bitcoin rise has anything to do with the belief in the blockchain.
Okay.
It simply has to do with the belief in cryptocurrencies. I mean, once you start using cryptocurrencies, whether it's Bitcoin or Monero or Litecoin, it doesn't really matter. You see the facility, you see the ease of use, you see that without a central bank control, the value of that currency depends upon the users of that currency. And why is Bitcoin growing so fast? Because it's getting more users. More people are believing. If I do a transaction with a credit card, I have to put in my name, my address, my credit card number, the code on the back, my billing address. Well, that takes 5 or 10 minutes, especially for someone my age. But with Bitcoin, it's 15 seconds. Give me your wallet address, here's the amount, done. Once you see the facility of cryptocurrencies, once you see how fast they are transacted, then suddenly fiat currencies, credit cards, central banks make no sense whatsoever.
I'm going to stop it here. I want the video to be very short, though I know it's long already. So let's look at people that are using Bitcoin. Okay, let's look at this survey. They made a survey, okay, and the survey is saying that people are not willing. Survey says Bitcoin holders will not sell until well over $100,000. They are not going to sell their Bitcoins until one Bitcoin is over $100,000. This is a survey they made many months in the United States, okay. A whole lot of people are not planning to sell their Bitcoins until it's 100,000. I don't feel shout, guy. I don't feel shout. See, let's look at the places you can use Bitcoins. Okay, the first place let's look at this one: WordPress.com, Overstock.com. I mean, WordPress is an online publishing site. If you have a website on WordPress, you know that they've started using Bitcoin. Subway, International Restaurant, Microsoft. Yes, you can pay for games, Xbox and Windows stores using Bitcoins. Reddit, a social sharing site. If you're not on Reddit, better get on it. It's very, very, very educative. You can pay for Bitcoins on it. Virgin Galactic, it's a company that sells phones and airline services. Richard Branson, we just saw his interview. You can pay Bitcoins with OkCupid, Cheap Air, Expedia, Newegg, Bell, Wikipedia, Steam, Pirate Bay, Zynga, Fortune.org, Whole Foods, Bloomberg.com, and all what's not. You can pay Bitcoins using companies like Microsoft, Etsy, WordPress. They are accepting Bitcoins. They've started accepting Bitcoins. By next year, 2018, many other companies will fall in line, meaning that the price of Bitcoin will keep on shooting up. Don't stay on the sidelines. Don't keep your money in the bank. Get it out. If you have 100,000 naira in the bank, if you have 10,000 naira in the bank, divide it into two. Put 5,000 naira into a Bitcoin wallet and watch it. Watch it, can the thing. This Bitcoin and a kumak, yeah? This Bitcoin that people have been saying about, and you are still sitting on the sidelines. Put your money in it and let's see the future. I think that will be enough. That will be okay. If you are still not convinced, I'm sorry, I cannot help you.